Hello there folks, Spunky Cook here, aka your Lonely Achievement God, continuing our From 0 to 1000 achievement hunting series of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc for the Xbox. We are going to be covering Chapter 2 today. I do apologize for breaking these up, but I have a ton of crap going on right now. We just got a cat, and we're getting a puppy next week, so I'm kind of having to jump in and record these in sections. So I do apologize for those of you that are trying to do this all in one sitting and have to, deal with the intro and outro every time. But unfortunately, there's no way I could record, 8 hours of footage in one sitting with what's going on right now. So apologies for that. For those of you that have not been following along and are jumping in here, keep in mind this is the spoiler-filled video walkthrough. If you are looking for a spoiler-free walkthrough, I will not be doing a video for one, but there is a link in the video description to my spoiler-free text walkthrough that is on my website, and again, the link will be in the description. But if you have no problems with spoilers or don't really care one way or another, feel free to continue along with me. We're going to load up our end of Chapter 1 save there, hit continue, and we'll start working our way through Chapter 2. So this is technically the end of Chapter 1, or like a pre-Chapter 2 section. We just finished the trial of Chapter 1 and we're back in our room, and we're going to go ahead and check the bathroom door here and notice that the body is gone. After a little bit of dialogue here, we're going to head to the dining hall. Excuse me, I'm going to cough here. Apologies for that. We'll get some dialogue in the dining hall, and then we go back to our room. Well, first, we actually turn into the actual Chapter 2 after the dialogue, and then I believe we go back to our room for the night. There's the official Chapter 2 title card. And these chapters will go by a little bit faster now, because I'm not stopping to explain things every 5 minutes. We got the basics of the game down. Any changes from this point on will just be, here's a little twist to the bullet time battle, blah, blah, blah. So go to the gym, we get told that we can explore more of the school. So we're going to back out of the gym, and then we're going to back out of the trophy room. And we're just going to turn slightly to the left, and we'll notice this stairwell is open. So go ahead and click on it to go up the stairs to the second floor. Immediately when you spawn in on the second floor, turn to the left, you'll notice a purple door here with pool over top of it, and click on that. We get a little bit of dialogue here. There's a pool here with boys and girls locker rooms. We're going to go ahead and click on the blue door here, the boys room. And Monokuma shows up if you're interested in the story to tell you something that's relevant to, well, the rest of the story. We don't really care. I mean, I do. You should listen or read everything because I really enjoy the story. But again, I'm here to help you get the achievement. So once we have that done, press B to leave the room. And then you're going to hit Y to bring up the overlay map. We need to go to the library, so the big room there with the book in it, which is right here. So go ahead and get inside. On the left side of the room, in front of Kyoko, there's a laptop on the desk, so go ahead and interact with that. And then we're going to interact with the letter on the bookshelf here, except we interacted with Hifumi. You do have to be careful of that. Despite the fact that I warned you not to do that, and then I do it myself later on. Of course. But yeah, just try to be cautious. If it's blue, you're interacting with an object. If it's pink, you're interacting with a person. And sometimes the interact points are kind of overlaid on top of each other, so it can be a little weird to find an item or person specific. Once that's done, we automatically return to the dining room here. And then once we talk some more, we'll end up in our room. I think we just go to sleep. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough today. I hope you didn't hear that too much. I tried to move my mic out of the way. I don't have a quick mute function anymore. Have some of those Astro A40s, but the what was it, the M80 attachment that you could mute broke on me. So when we wake up, we need to go to the dining room. If you want to, you can use the map to teleport. Honestly, the difference in time isn't that much if you just want to run over it, though. So, however you want to get there. We'll have our morning meeting, and then we're going to head to the library after the meeting. So go ahead, go to the map, go to the library however you want. I'm going to show you how to get there with the map, and I'm going to go into a little detail about the map here. So the map is laid out a little weird. So these gym floors, so we have the base floor gym, which is the trophy room and the gym, and the locker rooms, and then the that entryway with the blue and red door that we were in, the boys and girls locker room, and then the pool have their own maps kind of separate of everything else. And after that, it goes to the dorm first floor, the Hope's Peak first floor, which leads to the gym where the school store is, and then it starts doing the second, third, fourth, and fifth floor maps. So if you need to get to the gyms, you want to go figure out what map you're spawning in on, and the gym floors are kind of separate from the rest of the maps, if that makes sense. So if you need to get to the gym and you're on the second floor, you can, however many maps you have unlocked, it might be faster to scroll left to get to the gym. Or you can just scroll and teleport in the hallway outside of the gyms and head to them that way. However you want to do that. But I did want to stop and show off the layouts of the map. They have the gyms separate and then the floor maps. So the first floor dorm, the first floor with the entrance hall and school store, and then you'll get the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. floor maps after that. But for us right now, we need to go to the library. And unfortunately, we can't teleport there. So we're going to have to run all the way there. You may have been able to teleport to the hallway and then run to the library, but again, whatever you want to do to get there. Gonna have a bit of conversation with Byakuya, telling everyone that he's better than they are. And when we get back to our room, we're going to have some more free time. So, first things first, we need to find Mondo. Mondo is in the rooms that lead to the locker rooms of the pool that we were talking about before. So, you can find him here. Go ahead and chat with him. We're going to spend some time with Mondo. We're not going to give him a gift. And then we're going to select when it's got no muffler. This will end that free time session. We'll go back to our room and we'll get another one. For this free time session, we need to find Taka in the bathhouse dressing room. So again, you can just leave if you want to. Or you can teleport over there. Either way, once you get here, go ahead and chat with Taka. Spend some time with Taka. Don't give him a gift. And we're going to choose relating to your friends as the dialogue. And we'll go back to our room and go to sleep. And actually, we basically go straight into 2 more free time sessions. We are going to have to go to the dining hall first, but after that, we'll have 2 more free time sessions. So, like always, we'll head over to the dining room hall. I'm probably going to say dining hall and room. Won't let us teleport today for some reason. That's why, for the most part, I got used to just running everywhere, because sometimes teleporting just wouldn't work. And there doesn't seem to be an indication of why. Like, oftentimes it won't let you teleport because, oh, there's someone in the hallway you're going to talk to. I get that. There was nothing there. We could have teleported, but for whatever reason, the game wouldn't let us do it. Anyways, we'll go through some more dialogue here. And we'll go back to our room for 2 more free time sessions. Once again, for this session, we're going to find Taka. So Taka's up on the 2nd floor. And we need to run all the way past the library door, and we'll find him in the corner back here. What a great place to spend your day. Let's spend some time with Taka. We're not going to give him a gift. Excuse me. And then we're going to pick It's a Makeshift Hard Hat when that dialogue option pops up. Once this is done, we'll wind up back in our room for another session of free time. This time we're going to find Chihiro. Chihiro is in the laundry room on your dorm floor, so teleport or run over there and interact with Chihiro. We're going to spend some time with them. And we will not be giving them a gift. Because we're stingy. No dialogue here. We'll just finish off getting the report card entry and we'll end up back in our room again. I think Makoto goes back to his room and he's like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'll go to the dining hall. So we'll run over there. And once you get inside, we're going to talk to Mondo. And we're going to have to react to witness, so go ahead and do that. And there's going to be quite a bit of dialogue and scenes here, and eventually we'll go back to our room to sleep. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. We'll get Monokuma Theater, and when we wake up, we automatically go to the dining hall, and then we will return to our room. Taka and Mondo bonded over their competition and are now bros. Doorbell rings. Toko just walks in. I guess we keep our door unlocked. Seems like a bit of a security issue when people are trying to murder each other. But hey, he is the ultimate lucky student. Toko's going to have a reaction for us, so go ahead and react to it. And we're going to automatically move up outside the library door, I believe. Oh, nope, we automatically go inside. Okay, I couldn't remember if we... Go ahead and talk to Byakuya. Byakuya? I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. That's the only name I'm really not confident in saying, so... Once this is done, we're going to have one more free time session for the chapter. And we are going to find Mondo. Mondo is in the dining hall, so go ahead and get over there however you would like to. Go ahead and spend some time with Mondo. As always, don't give him a gift. And then we're going to choose hand to hand when it pops up. I think we end up in our room and then there's an announcement. He wants us to go to the gym, so go ahead and get there however you want. We're going to teleport. It's significantly faster. And we get another motive for murder. I'm going to skip the cutscene there. It's going to be bedtime. We'll automatically go back to our room, go to sleep, and then we'll automatically go to the dining room when we wake up the next morning. And now we need to go searching. To make things simple, we're going back to that entrance to the locker rooms on the second floor. You can either get there by this, or you can, go to the second floor hallway. Once you get to this room, we're going to pick the blue door. Get a little bit of dialogue here. Oh, the investigation has started, which is kind of weird because we didn't actually see any body yet. Never mind. Okay, now it's officially investigation time. There's going to be a lot of bits and pieces of dialogue here, so just bear with me. Skip along with me or read at your own pace if you'd like to. I'm so sorry about the cough. Oh. Once you get control, we're going to do a quick examination. Examine the bloody letters on the wall. You get a lot of dialogue after this one. Toko faints. We're going to learn something about Toko here pretty quick. Eventually, you'll regain control. Once you do, we're going to investigate the sexy swimsuit poster on the wall. So go ahead and investigate that. Now investigate the dumbbell on the ground. Investigate the blood stain on the carpet. And investigate the body. We're going to talk to Sakura. Sorry about that. I moved the camera in the wrong direction. And then we're going to talk to Mondo, who's hiding behind the punching bag. You'll automatically back out to the, I call it the entrance room here. And we're going to examine the card reader to the red door, or the girls' locker room. And once this is done, we get dragged back to the entrance hall of the school. scroll the screen to the right here, and we're going to investigate this kind of filing cabinet looking. Gosh, I couldn't call the words into my brain there. Filing cabinet looking box. And we find some handbooks that are in there from our killed classmates. There's Sayaka's. Scroll back and talk to Byakuya. Byakuya, I don't know. And then react to Genocide Jack. Once again, it'll kick us out. We'll talk to Byakuya again, and you're going to have to use the A button to skip past Genocide Jack and react to Basis. Aoi will show up, and then we need to chat with her and react to Emergency. And we automatically go to the dorm rooms hallway. Turn to your right and talk to Aoi. And interact with Toko's room, which is just behind her. Once this bit of dialogue is over, I'm going to turn to the left and chat with Byakuya. And then we will automatically go to the library. Examine the door on the left here to go back into the archive. Okay, so archive. I remember looking something up once, and the person in the video called it an archive, and I'm genuinely curious if that's a pronunciation somewhere, or if someone was just mispronouncing it, because I had never heard it called an archive before. But we're in the archive. We have a few things to examine here. There's this thin kind of cardboard box down here we need to examine. I actually think it's a wooden box, but kind of looks like it could be cardboard. And then examine the desk lamp to the right of the step ladder on the ground. That's not even my real ladder. It's just the step ladder. And now we need to examine the back three sections, so the left, center, and middle, or right, excuse me, sections of the bookshelves. You don't have to examine the ones on the left or right side. Once you get all three sections read, you'll have some more dialogue, and we're going to have to react to reviewed them multiple times, so go ahead and do that. You'll get kicked out of the conversation eventually, and we'll need to talk to Byakuya again. Some more dialogue. We will, I believe we kind of split off from Byakuya now, and we'll end up outside the library in the hallway. We need to return to the entrance room, to the locker rooms before the pool, so just turn around, run to the right, and head that way. We'll find Hifumi here, and we're going to chat with him. And then we're going to interact with the blue door, the boys' locker room door, to go inside. Examine the boy band poster on the wall, the stain on the carpet, and then press B to back out of the locker room. Now we're going to go into the red door, the girls' locker room again. Go ahead and chat with Kyoko. We're going to examine the body of Chihiro again. And then examine the swimsuit poster again. Scroll slightly to the left and talk to Sakura. And now we need to return to the library. Now you can back out if you want to, or you can just use the map to teleport over there. It might not let you teleport, and it looks like it's not letting us teleport again, so we'll have to back out. As I said, sometimes it just won't let you, and there doesn't appear to be any reason for it. So, back out of the rooms with B and run over to the library. We're going to examine the lamp right in front of us here. Sometimes the interact point is difficult to get. As you saw, we actually interacted with the bookshelf. So, there we go. We got the lamp that time. Go ahead and enter the archive. Archive. That pronunciation has always stuck with me. I had never heard it before. Examine this bookshelf on the right here. And once we're done here, we need to go back to the dorm floor. So just teleport to the hallway there, and we're going to go to the warehouse. The warehouse is to the right here and through these double doors. You can teleport here too if you want to, but it's better to get kind of a feel for the location of it physically, I think. Go ahead and chat with Celeste. Then we're going to leave the room and go to the dining hall. Sorry, went the wrong way there. Chat with Aoi. And that's the end of our investigation. We'll now be plopped right outside that red door again and have to walk forward and interact with it. And just like before, we'll have a little bit of dialogue outside of the elevator, and then we'll have to interact with the elevator grate. And that'll start our trial. Just like before, we get the little pre-trial screen where we can set any skills, save, load, etc. Feel free to save here. We don't really have any new skills that are really worth digging into. If you want to run around, you can. But on easy, the skills aren't really necessary, and I'm going to be giving you the answers. So the two I gave you, the robot jock fires your bullets significantly faster. That one's good to have, and you can keep the melodious voice equipped, but we're not going to be worrying about equipping any other skills for the rest of this playthrough. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and finish preparations, and we're going to jump in. We do not have this be perfect, so we're not going to be stopping to save after every point. We're just going to go rapid fire through the entire trial here. So So we're going to get to our first rapid fire non-stop debate here. We'll have the locker room dumbbell, and we need to fire it when Yasuhiro says iron pipe. So, press Y to fire your bullet. And we're just going to skip right ahead without saving. You'll get some more, tutorials if you want to. Feel free to read them, but don't really worry about it. It doesn't matter at this point. We now need to fire the Genocide Jack case file when Aoi says no proof for it. So go ahead and fire at it. And then we're going to have a multiple choice answer next, and we'll need to pick how the victim was positioned. These multiple choice answers are always kind of randomized, so how the victim was positioned may be in a different slot for you. That's why I haven't been telling you, oh, just pick the first answer, because it's always randomized. We're going to have a Hangman's Gambit next. The word is going to be schizo. S-C-H-I-Z-O. So however many letters you need to fill in, we're going to need the C, the Z, and the O. And they are not being kind to us here. That's an O. There we go. There's a C. We got a Z. And there's an O. Going to have another multiple choice answer coming up. We're going to pick her behavior changed. Another non-stop debate. We need to get the status of the dead body bullet, which we only have one on easy. And when Byakuya says the modus operandi matches, fire your bullet. And we're going to have 3 straight multiple choice answers here. The first one is going to be the victim's fatal injury. The next one will be what was used to suspend her. And the final one will be because Chihiro was a girl. I'm going to have to pick one of your classmates next. So go ahead and scroll left and stop on Byakuya. Hit A to confirm. And we're going to be introduced to a new segment that's going to be around for the rest of your playthrough. We can now absorb statements and use them as bullets to fire at other statements. Sometimes the bullets you are given just won't punch a hole in logic, but you can, find something someone else is saying and use that to contradict another person's statement. If you want to take or listen to the tutorial and have the game explain it to you, feel free. What we're going to be doing is moving the cursor over the statement we want to absorb and holding Y. So excuse me, when Aoi says, before we found the body, move your cursor over it and hold the Y button. You will absorb it and it becomes a bullet. And now we need to fire this bullet when Byakuya says the victim was Chihiro. Absorbing is hit or miss. You don't have to be completely accurate, but you do have to be somewhat close to the statement in order to absorb it. So, other than that, it's very similar to what we've been doing so far. We're going to need the library desk lamp bullet here, which on easy is our only one. And when Byakuya says, I've never seen that rope in my life, go ahead and fire your bullet. We're going to have a multiple choice answer up next, and we're going to need to choose the scene of the crime. So go ahead and pick the scene of the crime. And then we'll have an evidence select, and we'll need to pick 2 locker room posters. And another evidence select, and the boys' locker room carpet. We're going to have another non-stop debate, and we'll need to fire the broken e-handbook bullet when Yasuhiro says Leon's handbook. Going to have a bit of dialogue. The trial kind of goes on a recess here to run back to the locker room in the crime scene. We're going to get back to the trial, and we'll have a multiple choice answer right off the bat. The killer is a guy. Going to have a non-stop debate here. The bullet we need is Celeste's account. And we're going to fire it when Yasuhiro says, and only the killer. Going to have one more non-stop debate here. And once again, our bullet is going to end up being Celeste's account. Again, on easy, it's probably the only one you'll have, but you may have to choose on other difficulties. When Mondo says blue tracksuit fire Celeste's account. Got a couple of multiple choice answers coming next. The first one is The Way He Talked. The next one is It's Chihiro's. And finally, we have By Hitting Its Weak Point. Again, we're going to have to select a classmate, so scroll right this time and land on Mondo Iwata. Press A to confirm. We're going to need the Broken E Handbook bullet here. So make sure you select Broken E Handbook with left bumper. When Mondo says works just fine, go ahead and fire. We're going to have the Climax Comics section, or manga section. So if you can just follow along with me here, or I have a reference for it on my website if you want to use that. That's what I'm using. The first interact point we have here is the sports bag with the blue jacket visible, and these are usually randomized, so you're just going to have to scroll back and forth until you find them. There's that, goes in the first slot. The second one is an e-handbook being swiped on a card reader. So there we go, that's number 2. Number 3 is Chihiro heading into a blue door. So there is the third panel. The fourth panel is Killer doing a curl with the dumbbell. So this one here. The fifth panel is the swimsuit poster with blood on the face. So there we go. The sixth panel, way over here, is the swimsuit poster with the corner being pulled on. So it's implied that it's being pulled down. The seventh one is the pink door, red door, to the girls' locker room. The eighth one is the swimsuit poster being put back up. In this one, you can see both of the killer's hands and the edges are flat. So it's that circle there. We go to the ninth one, which is the power cord being held. The 10th one is the handwriting the bloody letters on the wall. The 11th one is the angled view of the bathhouse. So this right there. And then the final one is the handbook on the red floor exploding. Once those are all put into place, you can hit Y to confirm, and it'll run through the sequence of events. If you do fail, you can retry. Again, there's no real penalty to failing now that we have those miscellaneous achievements out of the way. And right after this, we're going to go into the bullet time battle. Again, on easy, not much is going to change. You're going to alternate A and Y. On harder difficulties, you'll get introduced to fever time and nega time. I recommend just spamming the fever time if you are on a higher difficulty. Use it as much as you can. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the higher difficulties here because I am doing this playthrough on easy, but I'll drop that little nugget of information for you if you are going through on a harder difficulty. But for easy, we're just going to keep alternating the A button and the Y button presses for the rhythm battle. Byakuya looks a lot like Link in that side profile. Have they done a Legend of Zelda in like modern day? I don't think they have. That's the crossover we all needed. And there we go. We did it properly. We get the complete message, and we're going to jump right into the bullet time battle. Again, if you want to read the tutorial about fever time and nega time, feel free. On easy, you don't really have to worry about it, though. Just A-Y, A-Y. And once you get the final strike, hit Y to fire at it, and you're basically done with the trial. Again, you can get like 100 points per section, and your coins, I think, are based on how perfect you are, but it doesn't affect too much. So you can see we got 1094, and that'll probably get us 69 coins. 70, okay. Beautiful. And now we're just going to have some dialogue and scenes to end the chapter. So, as always, if you have any questions or comments for me, you can reach out to me. Like I said, I'm sorry, but I am splitting these up into separate videos because of my time schedule right now. So, I'll lead you to the point where we save, and that'll be the end of this section of the playthrough. And we'll do a quick achievement check too, once the achievement pops. Get a little backstory on Mondo. We actually get a ton of exposition after we finish this trial. This is why Chihiro did what they did. This is why Mondo did what they did. Byakuya is like, I just wanted to have some fun. And finally, well, almost. You do get a little drop that there's 16th student. Then we get to the end of chapter 2. And once we get to the save point, the achievement for completing chapter 2 will pop. And we're going to go ahead and save. So we're going to save in that slot, but before we do, we're going to do a quick achievement check. You should have 7 out of 38 achievements for 130G. We're going to go ahead and save, and I will rejoin you loading this save to start off Chapter 3. As always, reach out to me if you have any other questions, but if not, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3.